Hello and welcome to our second Rules of Golf video. We've called this one the Revenge. Those who remember the first will know the reason why. We made that back in 1988, and believe me, the knowledge of the rules of golf hasn't improved since. Two people who also haven't improved much are Colin Boothby and Graham Webb, ex-captains of the golf club where we made these videos. They devised this fiendish quiz originally, and of course played in the first video. They're joined this time by Tony Hill. The format is medal stroke play. Well, one thing that hasn't changed is the standard of their golf. The other is their insistence on following the Arnold Schwarzenegger acting technique.
Oh. Hey, mister! What do you think you're doing, Graham? You've gone off ahead of the blocks and you've gone out of turn. Who said it was your turn? Now, that's a one-shot penalty for each violation. Don't you agree, Tony?
For sure it's penalties, but, you know, I think it's 2 shots in each case.
What do we do now, Tony? Play it as it lies?
What a great start. So question 1, how many penalty shots has Graham incurred? And question 2, what does Graham do now? We move on now to the second hole, a par 3. Graham and Colin have driven the green, but Tony has found trouble.
Oh, here we go again, once more in the sand.
Yeah. Well, you've not been that good just lately, getting out of the sand. I don't fancy you for that one.
This is true.
Oh, I'll leave you to it.
Yep.
So Tony has a nice little bunker shot to play. Right, eye on the ball, head still, no problem, yet.
Hey, hang on, Tony. Don't you know any rules of golf? You can't do that.
What's the problem? It's sand, it's a loose impediment. I can move that.
I agree with Tony, you can do that, but you can't touch the line of putt. That's always a rules violation.
So question 3, what has Tony done wrong here? And question 4, how many penalty strokes has he incurred? Now the putting, and Colin has asked Graham to attend the flag.
Oh, bad luck, Graham. You really should have moved the stick. That's a one-shot penalty against you, I'm afraid.
Wasn't my fault, Tony. It wasn't intentional. It's Colin who played the shot. He's got the penalty.
How do you make it out that it was my fault, Graham? It was you that was holding the flag.
So which of our intrepid trio is right? Who's at fault here? Question 5, is it Colin or Graham who is penalised? And question 6, can the flagstick be held so it's touching the green? Well, after that little to-do, we move on to the 5th, Kirby Muxloe's famous hole, which is played from a tee outside the course boundary. So your drive is actually played from out of bounds. It's Colin's turn to play first, followed by Graham, and then Tony.
Oh, bad luck, Tony. I'm pretty certain that's in heavy rough, mate.
And so it is.
Colin, I'm not sure this is my ball. I'm just going to turn it over to identify it, okay?
Okay, Tony.
No, you can't do that. That's 2 penalty shots.
Of course it's not. He hasn't moved the ball. It's still in its original position. Now, listen to me, because I'm going to say it clearly. Rotation is no different to oscillation.
If you say so, Colin, it must be true.
So now you know. But what about Tony's ball? Question 7. Has Tony incurred a penalty? Question 8. If he has, what should he have done instead? And question 9. Is the procedure for identifying a ball in a hazard any different than anywhere else? Right, we move forward now to the putting green once again.
How'd you like it, Graham?
Engine, please, Tony. What do you think the line is?
It's about 6 inches left of the pin, I think.
You two don't ever give up, do you? It's got to be penalty shots each, giving and taking advice.
You're wrong again, Colin. Anybody can indicate the line of play to me, providing I move off it before I play my shot.
That's rubbish.
So who's right this time? Question 10. Are both Graham and Tony penalised?
Just a quiet sand iron, I think.
On now to the 6th, and Colin is playing his third shot to the green.
Shouldn't be any trouble.
That's what he thinks. There's a brook in front of the green. So guess where he's going to go?
It's gone in the brook. Can you believe it?
Colin then proceeds to take the wrong ball without realising it. His ball is hidden behind some reeds, but he doesn't realise this until after he's played it.
I've clearly played the wrong ball. Oh,
That's a shame.
I shall have to hold out with my correct ball, obviously. Dear, oh dear.
Colin then goes back and corrects his mistake and adds 2 penalty strokes to his score after putting out.
Well, I'm glad to see the end of that hole.
Still think there's some rule being broken there.
I don't see why you should say that, Graham. I shall add on my penalty shots, but I've done what I should do, which is to complete the hole with my proper ball.
He might just be right this time.
So is he? Question 11. Is Colin correct? And question 12. How many penalty shots has he incurred? The 7th hole now, and it's Tony first on the tee.
Can you believe that? It's hit the bag and actually gone into the deep rough.
Never mind, you can play it again. It's hitting somebody else's bag. You're okay.
No, he's actually got a choice, hasn't he, Graham? He can play it as it lies, or he can play the ball again from the tee.
So, who is correct? Question 13. Which one of our intrepid heroes is right? And question 14. What if Tony's ball had hit his own bag? On the next hole, Graham has a disaster in a greenside bunker.
Sorry.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Eventually, he putts out.
Oh well, have another go at that.
And then decides to go back and practice his bunker shot again.
Excuse me, Graham, what on earth do you think you're doing?
What's wrong with that? I can practice between holes. I'm not holding up play. That's one of the basic rules of golf.
It's a 2-shot penalty, Graham.
So, question 15. Is Graham penalised for practising after his holdout? And question 16. Can a competitor practice at any time during a round of golf? We move forward now to the 10th. And all three appear to have hit good drives. But Colin
Oh, right, what have we got here then?
has ended up in ground under repair.
Tony, I know this is GUR, but I've got an absolutely clear line to the flag here, and my ball is sitting up ever so well, so I'm going to play this ball as it lies. I think you'll find I'm allowed to do that.
No, sorry, Colin, I know it's GUR, but it does say play prohibited.
I agree with Tony. It's definitely play prohibited.
I'm ever so sorry to tell you, The committee cannot make a local rule at variance with the rules of golf. They say that when you're in GUR, you have the option of playing the ball.
So is Mr. Know-it-all right? Question 17. Do the rules of golf say that? And question 18. What are the options open to him? On now to the 11th green, and Tony has hit a good putt to within a couple of inches of the hole.
I'll leave you to do what you want with the flag.
He then knocks it in with the back of his putter while still holding the flagstick.
You can't do that, Tony. You can't hold the flag and putt like that. It's just not on.
What's the problem?
He can hold the flag, but he can't use the back of his putter.
So, who is right? Question 19. Is Graham correct? Or question 20. Is Colin correct?
I can hardly believe that, Colin. That's more than a little jammy. That rake stopped your ball going in the sand.
Yes. Well, it's not in the sand, is it? So if I move the rake, yeah, I'm allowed to place it because that's not where it was. What do I do now?
You've got to play it as it lies, Colin. You had 2 attempts to put it down there, and the rake only stopped you in the first place from going in the bunker. You've got no other choice.
I think he can keep trying, Graham, but he's got a penalty shot because he's caused the ball to move.
So who is right this time? Question 21. What should Colin have done in the first instance? And question 22. What should Colin do if it rolled into the bunker after a few seconds at rest?
Good score, was it? Good score.
On to the next hole now.
Oh, what you got there, Graham?
Oh, lucky again. Get a free drop from that state tree.
Yeah, that's okay.
Believe it or not, the most common errors in golf happen with this sort of situation. Dropping from a stake tree.
I don't know what you think you're doing, Graham. You're allowed 1 club's length from the tree.
Yeah, I agree with Colin. You've got far too much advantage there. You've even ended up on the fairway.
No, you're wrong, Colin. I can allow 2 club lengths from there. It's immovable obstruction. When it goes on the fairway or stops in the rough is immaterial. Fairway's not in the rules of golf.
So there you are. Yet again, 3 different opinions. Who's right this time? Question 23. Who do you think is correct? And question 24. What in fact is the proper procedure? On now to the approach shot on the next hole. Tony hooks his ball into the bushes left of the green.
Well, Tony, that had a right clatter in these bushes. I hope you find it okay.
Don't think it'll be easy. It's going into a fair old pace.
But I'm never going to find that. I think I'll just declare that lost and go back and play another.
Okay.
So while Tony goes back to play another ball, the other 2 keep looking.
Well, look, here it is, Graham. His 5 minutes isn't up yet. Call him back.
No, I've just seen him drop a ball. He's got to play that one.
Yeah, but he hasn't hit it though, Graham. Call him back to play his original ball.
All right, the 5 minutes isn't up. Tony hasn't yet played his shot. So, question 25, who is correct? And question 26, can Tony declare his first ball lost? On to the 15th now, and Colin to play.
Well, this is my lucky day. Tony, I'm clearly going to call that unplayable. I can't play that from there, but within 2 club lengths I can just punch it straight through there to the green. Oh, that's no use to me. It's rolled behind the tree again. I'm not getting any relief from that. I'm going to take another drop.
I don't think you can do that, Colin. You've got to play it as it lies. A drop is a drop. You've had your penalty drop. That's it.
Oh, that can't be right. Colin's taken a penalty in order to get relief, and he hasn't actually got any relief.
So another fine mess here. Question 27. Which of them is correct? And question 28. What options has Colin got? Next, the short 16th. Graham is on the tee.
Let's heading for the bunker, Graham.
He hits a shot which ends up creeping into the bunker.
Yeah, that's in.
Where the bloody hell's that ball? We saw it go in the bunker. Must be amongst these leaves. I'll have a look.
Hey, hang on. What's this? Moving leaves and sand with a club? How many penalty shots is that, Colin?
Well, I've lost count, but it must be at least 2, mustn't it?
What's wrong? The rules allow me to search for a ball in a hazard. I must see part of it before I play my shot.
So, when Graham finally found his ball and played it, question 29 asks, can he move leaves and sand while searching for his ball? Question 30, can Graham use a club to do this? Question 31, is he entitled to see his ball when he plays it? On the 16th green, Tony's putt is too strong and ends up in the bunker in a rather nasty position.
Oh, look at that. That's disgusting. Can you believe people could leave a bunker like that? You know, I think that's unplayable. I'm going to take a penalty and putt again.
Tony, old mate, you make your own rules up as you go along, don't you? You play that as it lies, my friend.
No, Colin, you've not got a rule right. He can actually drop that, but he's got to drop it in the bunker.
So who's got it right this time? Question 32. Is Tony allowed to retake his putt under penalty? On now to Kirby's 17th. The lake protects the green. It's one of the best par 5s in the county. Colin is in the rough.
Oh, I'm not too sure about this one, gents. I'm not sure whether I can get over the lake. We'll have a go.
Well, that's definitely heading towards the water.
Oh, I didn't see that finish. Could have hit the tree. You better go and have a look.
Yep.
He'll be lucky.
See it?
Well, look, chaps, we've looked everywhere. I've even been the other side of the lake. It's clearly nowhere to be seen. Will you give me lost in the hazard?
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
No, you can't do that. We haven't found the ball.
Yeah, but Tony, I'll be taking a penalty shot in any event.
Okay.
He should have asked the ducks. So, question 33. Can Colin take a penalty drop? And if not, question 34. What should he do next? Well, you'll be pleased to know they actually managed to play the 18th without too much incident, except for Colin, who lost his hat in addition to his shirt. Just when you thought it was all over and a pint was called for, the man with the hat has yet another query.
Hold on, Tony. You made a mistake here, mate. I finished 5-3. You've got me as 3-5. You've got it round the wrong way.
Oh.
Don't you just love him?
Oh, you're right. I'll just change the whole numbers.
You can't do that, Tony. When you've altered it, you've got to sign the alteration.
Okay, well, I can sign them then.
So, question 35. Is Graham or Tony correct? And question 36. What are the player's responsibilities to check before handing in a card?
I hope you two know what you're doing, because I've got a good score going here.